Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Looplearnings, and this is another video with some cool tips and tricks. And hopefully, you will learn cool tips and tricks from this video. So, if you're interested to learn Microsoft Access, if you're interested to learn record sets, how to search record, how to populate record, then you want to stay until the end. And you want to watch this. And let's do that. But before I demonstrate, let me ask, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. In any case, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you do. Hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload these videos. So what is it? This is a form I've created. It's an unbound form. On the left side, you will see customer information. On the right side, you will see vehicle information. Considering maybe this is a small workshop and you're creating application for your workshop, maybe you have your own workshop and you want to capture record in the system like Microsoft Access. What you can do, however, is, in the service workshops, probably the customer will walk in and someone will ask the purpose of the visit, would want to check whether they have a record of the customer and vehicle in their own database, and probably they will provide some sort of vehicle registration number or something, which will help them to populate and search for information. So that's what exactly we will see. How do we achieve that? So this is the form. If I go to design view, now we can see that I have created some more tables, two tables particularly. One table I've created for customers. I've already populated the dummy information, got 3 customers, and I have created the vehicles table as well, which is linked to the customers. So they both are linked table to each other. So you can see that the customer is as a foreign key in the vehicles table. So we have 2 tables. We are going to use record sets to fetch the information and populate onto the form. Now, the problem is, or not a problem, actually, if I will use a record set, I have to use twice. Or maybe I have to do some workaround to first check the information of the customer or vehicle, and then check the information of the customer, and then combine and populate it here. So rather than doing that, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to create a query based on these 2 tables, and then I'm going to refer to query whenever I want to search for information and populate information onto the controls on these forms. So let's go ahead and first create a query. And to do that, I will navigate to the ribbon. I'll click on create, and I'll go to the queries section. And in here, I'm going to select query design, and we'll be presented with the query designer. I'm going to get both tables so I can fetch the fields that I'm looking for. So here we go. Now we can have the fields onto this designer. So we can have vehicle ID, registration number, VIN, make, model, etc. All right, and not to forget the customer. Now, because these tables are linked, we can see the relationship is already created. So I'm going to get the customer ID, and rather than I do that, I can actually select all the fields. If all fields are required, I can drag and drop. That will be more efficient, right? So now I can go to the datasheet view, and I can see that information is properly laid out. I can see the vehicle information and the customer information in one row. Now I can use record sets, and I can ask the query. I can ask access to search from this query, but it should have a name. What should be the name of this query? So let's save it, and it will definitely ask for a name, and we can say vehicle master queue. All right, something like this. All right. So we got the query. We can now refer to this query. We don't want these tables to be open for now. We do want these tables. And now we'll navigate to the vehicle search. Now, the idea is that the user provides search criteria, a search parameter, for example, vehicle registration number. In this text box, clicks on this button, and if the vehicle information exists, then it should populate the information right on these text boxes or controls. If not, then it should show an error saying vehicle with the provided registration number does not exist. That's what ideally we want to achieve. So let's select the search vehicle button. We'll right click, we'll go till the end, we'll select properties, and here we are with the properties. I'm going to go to event tab, and in here I'm going to click on click event dot code builder, and I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the font size so you can see it properly. To do that, I'll go to tools, options, editor, format. I'm going to change it to 60. Yep, that should do. All right. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to declare a variable and say dim rs as a record set. And now we'll say what does rs equals to. I will say set rs equals current db, not n, dot open record set, parenthesis open, parenthesis close, but in between the parentheses, we will give some information. So we will give the reference of the query that we have just created, vehicle master queue. Oops, not that. Vehicle master queue. And comma, we are going to read from this query. So we'll say db open um, records, db open snapshot, comma db read only, because we are just going to read the information, right? So that's why it's important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say first you find what exactly we want the Microsoft Access to look for is the registration field. This is where we are referring to search for a vehicle information. So we'll say rs dot find first, and what we are looking for registration equals, and then we'll say ampersand double quote. All right, we'll give the information in here. So we'll say me dot txt search. Okay, so basically what we are saying is look for this text box and check whatever is written here and trying to search that with the registration column in vehicle master queue query. So that's what basically we are telling the system to do. But we have to look for one important aspect, and don't forget this. If we look at the data type, what is being added as part of registration, this code would work only if the data is numerical values. But here we have the combination of alphanumeric values. Therefore, we have to do a little addition in our code, and that is adding a single quotation. This is used if we are working with the strings data type. String mean text basically. So because this is a combination of both, so we are going to use this little single quotation mark. All right. Otherwise, this is not going to search for anything. All right. Okay. Now we'll say if rs dot no match equal true, then, so what we are saying, if you could not find anything, then we'll say do cmd dot beep message box the uh, the vehicle information with the provided registration does not exist, something like that. Okay, so the user would know the wrong information is provided, or they need to create a new vehicle to the transaction. All right, so that's what this message box will tell them. But if there is record matching with whatever we have added in that text box, then populate the information and display it here. That's what we are going to do. So what we are going to do is we are going to refer to these text boxes, and we are going to use them. So we'll say me.txt customer ID equal rs customer ID, most probably. Okay, if I'll go there, that's why I keep the control names and the field names kind of similar. I know some people don't like to do that, but I like to do it. Obviously, I'll use txt in the start, so that will be differentiator. All right. So we'll go to the vehicle search. We'll have customer. So we'll say me.txt customer equal rs exclamation mark. Now what we have is the customer name. All right, not just customer. So we'll make sure that we have provided the correct customer name. All right, so for some reason, okay, customer name, yeah, that seems to be correct. All right, now we'll go to the next one, type email and then mobile. All right, let's quickly do it. Me.txt type equal rs exclamation mark type. All right, me.txt email equal rs exclamation mark email. We don't have email versus there is. Okay, so we're going to make sure we capitalize it. Just for me, I like to capitalize things. So txt, what's next? Txt mobile equal rs exclamation mark mobile. All right. I hope that's the reference number, mobile. Okay. So that is correct as well. Now let's move to vehicle search again. I will say vehicle ID, registration, VIN, make, model. That's not main, txt make. So let's say vehicle ID, registration, VIN. So let's say me dot txt vehicle ID equal rs vehicle ID. Why is not capitalized? Is there something wrong? That's what I'm wondering. Vehicle ID should capitalize. Anyway, all right. Me dot txt registration equal rs reg. Me dot txt make equal rs exclamation mark make. Me dot txt model equals rs exclamation mark model. All right. Is there anything that we have missed? Win. Who will have the win? Me dot txt win equal rs win. All right. So that's about it. It should actually work, but we will check it. Yeah. Who knows? We don't know, when we will get some errors. Model make, because by the looks of it, everything seems to be okay, but we will check still. All right. And then we will close once we populated the information. We will actually close. So let's say rs dot close and then set rs equal nothing. There you go. I think our code is completed. There seems to be no error for now. Let's go ahead and check it. So we can say reg 3. We'll search for this reg 007. All right. So first we'll go reg 006. Let's say we'll search for that. So vehicle information with the provided registration does not exist. But if we'll search for 007, which does exist, we should technically have the information populated onto these text boxes. So hopefully, fingers crossed, let's click on search vehicle. And boom, you have the information populated. Customer ID, customer name, vehicle registration, all of that is populated. Now, if we will go back, let's get another win, okay, or the vehicle. So Superman credit, Superman at email, Honda Civic. So let's say if this is searching, and yes, Superman credit, Superman at email, Honda Civic. Great. So it seems to be working, but there's a problem, and the problem is if if I will select, if I'll add a wrong information and I click on vehicle search, I do get the error. Great, but I want to, when I click OK, I want everything to be cleaned up. All right, that's what I want. So to do that, let's go ahead and work on doing it. So we'll go to the design view and we'll go to the clear button. But in here right now, I'm not going to add anything. However, I'm going to scroll down till the end and I'm going to basically, in here we'll say private function. By the way, somebody sends me put a remarks under my video that it's not necessary that we have to categorically say this is a private function or public function. Yeah, I have to check it, to be honest, and I'm sure the person is correct, but that's how we learn. So thank you very much for adding that. So but I will add private function clear fields. That's the name of the function. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear all those fields. So rather than me typing again everything, I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to paste in here. So instead of this, I'm going to add double quotation marks. So this will clear those fields. All right. So that's how we are going to do it. Let me quickly do that. And not to forget, I have to clear the txt search field as well. So there you go. Okay, so in here, we'll say me.txt search dot, no, not dot, equal clear. All right, awesome. Now, if you're wondering why I did not use this code behind the control button, well, you're going to see that now. So I will click on clear. sorry, I'll click on search vehicle. So the idea is that if the wrong information is provided, I'm going to clear out everything. Even if there's nothing, I'm going to simply clear out everything. So I'm ready for searching a new vehicle. And so for that, we are going to click on vehicle search vehicle, click dot dot dot, and right here, right after this message, I'm going to clear, and I'm going to call it simply call clear fields. That's it. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to call this for the behind the clear button as well. You see, now we can use that function in the same form in the multiple different ways. So let's go ahead and test it out before I get too excited. So this vehicle registration number, I believe, does not exist. So if I click on vehicle search, we do get a message telling, hey, it does not exist. And then I click OK. And there you go. We clear the field out. So let's say I will search registration, blah, blah, and click on vehicle search, nothing. And it clears out everything. And now let's say REG007, and I click on vehicle search, and boom, we have the information right there. So that's what I wanted to demonstrate. Hope that has added some value. What we have done, let's summarize. We have created query, we have used record sets, and using record sets, we have fetched the information and populated onto this particular form. And we have created the clear function, use that clear function as well. So this is how you do a work in Microsoft Access. Hopefully this has added some value. Hopefully you've learned something from this video. Thank you so much. And if you like whatever you've seen, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.